We're here for one reason today, chat. It's for Dainsleif. It is for Dainsleif. Dainsleif, listen. It's been a whole year, brother. It's been a whole year since we were last reunited. Oh my god, that 200 resin just threw me off so much. It looks wrong. It looks like it. That shouldn't. What? Okay, Dane. Alerts are muted. They will remain muted for this because it will be going on YouTube. And I cannot wait for this, dude. I cannot wait. Catherine, introduce me to my blonde-haired friend. Before we get too much into the video, thank you so much to Black Clover Mobile for sponsoring another video. Black Clover Mobile features a world on the brink of being destroyed by a demon that was saved by a mage that had later come to be known as the Wizard King. With fast-paced combat, everyone can enjoy Black Clover Mobile with just one tap. Each character can unleash classic skills, form thousands of link moves by collaborating with other squad members, and recreate intense battle scenes. Select your Magic Knight squad members to create your unique combat style. Get ready to celebrate the game's half anniversary with a bang. You can prepare for a ton of special events in-game and celebrate by logging in and completing tasks. You can claim 100 free draws and brace for the arrival of the newest powerhouse character, SSR Spirit Dive Yuno, as well as the unveiling of Chapter 12, where the heart-pounding competitions of the Royal Knights selection exam take place. Guess who's also making a limited time comeback to the game? Black Asta is returning for a limited time, so if you missed the character last time, don't forget to pull them now. During the half anniversary event, you can seize the opportunity to re-roll 999 times, so you can get the character that you've been dreaming of with this insane amount of rerolls. Whatever you're after, Black Clover Mobile has it, so log in now to receive 100 free draws and a 999 reroll chance. Use the link in the description, and on with the video.
It's you two.
Yes.
I have a commission here that has your names written all over it.
Nice.
In
Literally?
fact, I'd even go so far as to say you're the only ones for the job.
The only ones for the job? Huh. If our help is really that important, it's probably some Archon class commission, right?
Never heard of that classification before, but sure, we're happy to take this on. Which Archon do you need us to deal with today?
The Adventurers Guild doesn't employ that kind of classification system.
Oh.
In fact, this commission is also probably not nearly as intimidating as what you're expecting.
I feel like that's a lie.
All it asks us to do is to find a missing person.
Would you have it? Hey, we've been trying to do that for 4 years almost.
Huh? Then why did you say we were the only ones for the job?
I came across this commission while reviewing our backlog not too long ago. It seems simple, but our records indicate that over a dozen successive efforts to complete it have all ended in failure, despite attempts by several accomplished and renowned adventurers.
Okay, who do you need us to find?
With the reputation of the Adventurers Guild and the performance of the Vimara branch at stake, it's in our best interest to assign this commission to the adventurer with the highest completion rate over the past few years.
Well, if you're looking for the adventurer with the highest completion rate of finding missing people, I think we might not be qualified for the position because, well, you know.
Well, that's us for sure.
Yeah. I can't guarantee we'll be able to complete it.
All I'm asking is for you to give it your best shot. If it proves to be beyond your capabilities as well, I'll talk to the commissioner about canceling the commission.
Hell no.
Okay, so who are we looking for? And what is it about this commission that's made it so hard to complete?
This commission was jointly issued by the residents of Vimara village. They say one of their own villagers has gone missing.
Oh.
But the problem is, they don't know the missing person's name. They can only provide information about his general appearance.
Weird. How do they not know his name?
They're all from the same village, but they don't even know his name? If so many adventurers have failed to complete this commission, maybe this missing villager doesn't exist at all. Could it be some sort of a prank or something?
Unlikely. Several villagers came by to issue the commission, and judging by their appearance and tone of voice, they seemed incredibly sincere. It certainly didn't seem like a joke to them. Besides, putting up a commission requires a processing fee. There aren't many upsides to a prank that costs Mora to carry out.
True, unless you're rich, but that would be a little strange.
In any case, it would probably be best to go to Vimara village and ask around first. The Adventurers Guild does have some information on hand, but I would say anything you can learn directly from the villagers would be far more reliable.
Well, we'll go to the source.
The best way to avoid misdirection is to go to the source.
Let's do it.
Alright then, let's go! I'm starting to get really curious about this whole thing.
Me too, dude. Me too. No spoilers. Oh, if anyone's spoiling, just straight up ban them. I'm over people spoiling shit. Bar 'em. Talk to me.
Hello there. You looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
What do you sell?
No, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vimara Village.
Ah, so you're here about that, then. You're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all.
You
To be
good?
honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for their efforts. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make any headway.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name?
Well,
Where
they
does
don't-
he live? Does he have any relatives?
They don't know his name, Paimon.
I don't know. I really have no clue. I couldn't tell you.
Okay, guess you are really sick of answering questions.
Ooh, actually, I'm thinking.
I'm
Ooh,
sorry. I
ooh.
didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions.
Trying to think why nobody would know the person's name, or is it the fact that they never knew his name, or the fact that they don't now remember his name? Could it be something to do with Irminsul? Could it be something to do with the Loom of Fate, since this is a Dane quest? I can't really think of anything else. It's either that they just don't really know him that well, or it's one of those two. So those 3 questions are a no-go then. Is there anything else you can tell
I
us?
know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. When you live in the same village as someone, you develop a lot of memories together, you know? We just don't know the specifics. Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone by now. At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think.
Interesting.
We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
Alright, specifics aside then, what kind of person was he?
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to lend a helping hand.
So why wouldn't you remember the name? Well, like I say, number 1, either they just didn't know it in the first place. Number 2, it could be Irminsul. If you don't know how we wouldn't remember the name for Irminsul, Ruka who? And number 3, Loom of Fate. We don't know anything about it yet in terms of how it works, but this is a Dane quest and it's very important in the Dane stuff, so.
I chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting guy, that one.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like he left a pretty good impression on you.
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't have issued that commission otherwise.
Okay, but if you're fond of him, how do you not know the details about
There
him?
aren't many young people like him nowadays. So genuinely
Young.
pure. To think that he just up and disappeared one day. I just hope nothing bad happened.
Could he have just moved away without telling anyone?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away without being seen by a single person in the village, there's no way he would have been able to manage that.
Huh. Alright, thanks for the information. We're gonna go ask around some more.
Bro, I have no clue who this could possibly be. Shut up. Don't.
Is that guests I hear?
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course.
Young man.
I'm happy to help any way I can.
Thanks,
With my
Amadea.
failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance.
Ooh, that could
But
help.
I do remember hearing the sound of his voice. Not recently, of course. That loss has left me feeling quite empty. I don't think his parents are still living in the village. But somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others. He would often take time to visit the elderly or play with the orphans in the village.
Ooh.
And whenever someone had something on their
No.
mind, he was there to listen with open ears. He always knew just what to say. As the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my responsibilities. But he was often the one rising to the occasion.
I have an idea of who this could be.
He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his disappearance affected you all so much. But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family situation, right?
Clearly not the address.
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember.
Okay.
No matter how you look at it, I should know those things. But for some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't come. Perhaps my age really has caught up with me this time.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember.
Would this be
We'll figure
possible?
something out.
Oh my god, dude. My head's already jumping through like 1,000 different circles. It's not Kavi. It's not Kavi. I'm trying to think though.
Traveler, what do you think?
The only person I can think of that has had stuff to do with Dane Quest before, because there's no way they're just going to introduce someone new when there's so many other loose ends to tie up, is Caribert. Caribert's parents wouldn't be living in the village anymore because they're, well, death in the afternoon. Also, the Loom of Fate stuff, he is basically the threads of fate to reweave, right? He is the Loom of Fate. He could have just made them forget his name, if that's how it works. We don't really know how the Loom of Fate works, but I would have... I don't know. He can reweave shit, apparently. Or we can reweave... I don't know! It can only be him, though. Things aren't adding up.
I don't think so, too. Like, the name thing.
Yeah,
So
that's
weird that
the
no
weirdest
one
part.
remembers his name.
That's the weirdest
And nobody
part.
has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something.
I would say it's more like he's someone who only exists in people's memories.
Wait, so you're saying it's not that he's been erased, necessarily, but more like he never existed to begin with?
What?
Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one.
Same.
Someone who only exists in people's memories?
Could it be like what happened with the Great Lord Ruka Devada? Like some sort of mass alteration of people's memories? That's what I'm saying, Ether. I said the same thing.
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right?
Uh-huh.
You're here for the Vimara Village Commission?
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
I'm so glad to hear that.
Who are you?
Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission. My name is Atosa, by the way.
Atosa.
I grew up here in Vimara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to find him.
Well, I'm sure we'll track him down.
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any leads you can give us?
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. There's a place I'd like to show you.
Alright, let's go. Go to the place indicated by Atosa. What the fuck? What's up, homie? I'm just gonna let him, you know, chill in peace. He hasn't done anything wrong. He ain't done nothing wrong.
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky or stop to feel the wind.
So she was
against our
close to
skin.
this person.
We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been. I was actually adopted by the people of Vimara Village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden.
That's what family's for.
Really? You know exactly how I feel?
I used to have someone like that, a family member that I could talk to no matter what, but now I have a lot of friends who understand me and would be happy to hear me out.
Aww.
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky.
Well, she died. Well, she went missing.
When it comes to our missing villager, well, I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both a family member I could rely on and a friend who could really understand me.
Why is there two kids in the tree?
No matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him. He was so thoughtful and pure, and patient too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested,
Oh, the
as if the
plushes.
things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him. No, none of those things matters now. I just really want to see him again.
Wow. You two must have been really close. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
Like his name?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well.
Bro's Jason
Oh,
Bourne.
right. I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was...
Oh, dude.
They're not here anymore.
Oh, dude. It's Caribert. It's Caribert. It has to be.
I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away, and I didn't want to pry.
Still not much to go off of.
I think it's enough to go off knowing that it's a once-a-year Dainsleif appearance,
Look at
Paimon.
me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. I'm sorry I wasn't more help.
You helped us understand him better.
The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Probably means you're dreaming or he didn't
Time
actually
always seems to
exist.
pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler?
It was always the same time of day and time never seemed to pass. Based on what we've learned, this is definitely not a regular missing persons case. What Atosa just told us about time could be the key to unraveling this whole mystery. Oh my god. Hey, Caribert! It's been a while.
Look at those hilichurls over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange?
Oh. Abyss Mage?
The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this?
Ah. Hi.
Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
Oh, I thought it was going to be friendly. What if it was like Mr. Fluffball? I guess Mr. Fluffball wasn't exactly friendly, but...
Things are about to
fuck.
get dicey. Overruled.
Nice.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
It was no trouble.
The question we should be asking now is, what is the Abyss Order doing around here?
Now that I think about it, the hilichurls around Vimara village have been a lot more active lately. They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved. Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara village just in case. If the Abyss Order is plotting something that could spell trouble for the villagers.
I'm waiting to see Dainsleif's fucking little head pop out somewhere, dude. That's what I'm waiting for. Come on.
Wait a second. That person, it's Dainsleif!
I thought it was just going to randomly, like, show up in the background. Oh, God. Did bro just... combust something?
It's you two.
I've missed you so much.
A friend of yours?
You could say that.
Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. See you later.
Yep, see you later, Atosa!
See you later. How cool does he look, Atosa? Don't just give him a nod.
Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that?
True.
Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
Also, if you're going to do it, can you do it more often than once a fucking year, please?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
True.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Naturally.
Naturally.
Are you not here for the same purpose?
We're also on the tail, but I'll admit we ran into them on accident.
No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place. The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilichurl activity in the area?
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilichurl activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Still, the hilichurl activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect the village, don't you think?
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy.
Well, let's see what more we can learn from the villagers. And after that, you also owe us many answers.
And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you.
Brother, I think... Listen, every single time we get a Dane quest, we end up leaving with more questions than answers. And honestly, the answers that we expect, we never get anyway. So I'm not going to get my hopes up.
Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk.
I'm just not going to get my hopes up. We'll see you next year where you can actually answer something. Okay. That was my bad. I just wasn't reading it.
So that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara village.
Yes.
Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilichurl activity. And that is certainly not much to go off of.
Well then, how about the intel you promised me?
Right! That mysterious voice he heard in his sister's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
Give us an answer.
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
How about you just answer the damn question, then you can ask me a fucking question, Dainsleif. Who's the sinner? In a manner of speaking, yes, she did.
I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened.
Then tell us.
There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation. His name is Vedrfolnir, the Visionary.
Oh, Vedrfolnir's the sinner? Really? This is who Skirk told us about, right? Interesting. That's not what I expected in the slightest.
I'm loath to admit it, but he is also
Oh!
my kin, my older brother.
What?
Brother?
Okay, didn't expect that. What happened between the two of you? What really happened in Camria back then?
There were 5 of them, the 5 sinners of Canria.
Oh.
The wise Roptatir, the visionary Vedrfolnir, Gold Rhindaughter, the foul Sertologi, and Rehir of Solnari, Rerir.
I'm sorry, that is the most badass fucking name I think I've heard in video game history. Rehir of Solnari, dude. That's the most badass fucking name. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you're not included. So is just Vedrfolnir your brother? Are you Gold's brother? Is Gold your...
No matter
Probably
how
not.
eroded my memory may become,
Damn.
I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Oh,
Wait,
God.
some of those names sound really familiar.
Uh-huh.
Granddaughter is the one who created Albedo.
Yep.
Sertologi is Skirk's master. And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedrfolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clotar to create the Abyss Order was him.
Holy shit. Yeah. No, you're not wrong. Everything is connected. If that's true, then the stone slates we found in that ruin of Fontaine, the one that outlined Fontaine's prophecy, was likely Vedrfolnir's doing as well.
They were once people of great esteem in Canria. Those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields. 6 of us. Together.
Wow.
We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world.
The hell is a Vinster King? Also, surprising that there's 6 and not 7.
Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world.
Unless it's the 6 pygmies, and we just need to discover who the Pale Princess is now. That would make a lot of sense.
So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy. And for that, they shall never have my forgiveness.
And then my sibling came into contact with your brother.
Indeed. If they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world.
Jesus fucking Christ. It must be hard to talk about all this, but thank you for telling me.
Of course.
You want to keep talking?
As I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
Holy shit.
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers?
Yeah, from years ago.
To corrupt Osial and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward. There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We still don't know what it should be used for.
We'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
Would make sense.
The ley lines?
And it makes sense if we can reweave the threads of the Loom of Fate. We can
were able to observe your siblings
manipulate the ley lines
last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable. My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
One of the things that flows through the ley lines are memories.
Wait, then our commission here in Vimara Village, the person who seems to exist only in people's memories, could it be connected?
It could be the Loom of Fate itself. It could be Caribert. Memories, ley lines, the Loom of Fate, the missing person that doesn't seem to exist. What's the connection between all this? I think it's Caribert.
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow.
I can't think of anybody else that it could be, especially with the Loom of Fate. Caribert is literally the Loom of Fate. But then again, we are getting a lot of new name drops and lore bombs.
Oh, so tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that complicated stuff.
My head's a mess.
Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today.
That was a lot. That was a lot. I can't jump dash. Well, hello there, Dainsleif. Oh.
Dane?
I meant to just fly in.
Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here?
Did you sleep?
Did something happen?
What's wrong?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
A young man.
Oh, young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before. Memories of him.
Oh.
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a weird dream or something?
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up.
Oh.
And I'm certain I've never met this person before.
Well, what exactly did you remember?
I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
Excuse you?
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then.
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
Okay, so not only do we have a tree that can erase and alter memories, we also now have somebody that can implant memories into the minds of others. How do we know anything in this fucking story is actually what's happened at this point? How do we know the Archon War even happened? How is that even possible?
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe they never knew him at all. But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller.
It's all coming back to that, dude.
For it. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way.
Probably because it's going to make you remember where you put the eye of the first field tiller, and then if they can implant memories, they might be able to also observe memories, Dane. So that's kind of fucking scary. Is the eye still safe? What if that memory's real?
Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet.
I don't either.
However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me. We must check whether the eye is still in our possession.
A world of pure imagination.
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you hid it?
But what if someone follows us? If we go straight there and someone's on our tail and we're just exposing the eye's location? Maybe that's what they want. Maybe that's the reason. Yeah, maybe that's the reason they implanted the memory in the first place, to force Dane to confirm the eye's location. Given what I know of him, though, I'm sure Dane has already thought of that possibility. It seems like he might already have a plan. Lead the way, Dane.
Of course.
You beautiful, beautiful man. Go to the place where the eye of the first field tiller is hidden. 854 meters away. Where the hell is this gonna... Really? The chasm? Bro has portals to, like, other dimensions and shit, I would assume. Maybe he does just have portals within Tavant. Never mind. I was thinking
you hid
maybe...
it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure.
Yeah, but someone walks past this. They're gonna know something important there, Dainsleif. Why did you put up... Why... It's not exactly well hidden if somebody just walks by.
Huh? Let's go check to see if it's safe.
Yeah, let me just put this huge fucking force field around it. What, Dane? What's up? Did you just...
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Okay. What was he going to tell me just now? Something's stopping him from telling me something.
Hey, wait up!
Oh god, something's stopping him from telling me something, and I don't know what it is. You good? Okay. That'd be a pretty cool power to have. Place of Revelations. Oh, what the fuck is this? Dane brings you to where he hid the eye before. As you continue onward, the answers will soon be revealed, but when you step within, there seems to be something strange going on with Dane. Dane's age is catching up with him. Surely he's only like in his early 20s, right? Right? Late 20s, maybe? Early 30s, max. Oh god, this is beautiful, dude. I fucking miss this aesthetic. We need another anchor area, dude, or like an anchor to be an expansion or something. Oh god, I love this aesthetic so much. Do I see a faint purple light? No, I don't. What is this? I live for this aesthetic, dude. It's like Skyrim, Baldur's Gate, Caribert.
Looks like we can't go any further.
I hear boss music.
I sense the presence of the Abyss.
Yo, what's up, homie? It's been a while.
They're here!
Maybe they're friendly, though. Let's try talk to them first. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here. Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see...
Oh god, also Dane, we thought it was a trap, but we actually had more faith in you to realize it was a trap, and apparently you just didn't realize it was a trap, so we could have avoided all this just by talking to you about it.
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that?
What?
There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
I think I see the
Wow, you
disturbance.
must be really sensitive to that sort of thing. Paimon doesn't feel it.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place.
I'm not leaving you when we just found you again, brother. No, come with us.
The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager.
Okay, but if this is the last time we see you in this quest, I'm going to be severely disappointed. I'm not kidding.
Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer.
Sure. We better see you again. Oh, that was easy. Dane does have a point, but something still feels off. What am I missing? What is this? Oh, wait. That's not it. Something else is... What is... Oh, who is... Wait. Who is this? Vetifolnia? Oh, God. Oh, I like this. This is just... Lumine!
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
Don't you hurt Dainsleif! I swear to God! Oh my God, she's back!
You risked your safety and that of the Eye. That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
Bro, I'm so lost.
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say, but if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
Oh, show us the sickest fight scene in history. Do it. Fight to the death. Not to the death. Fight to... Fight. Don't cut it off there. No, no, no. Cutscene. Cutscene.
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry back to Vimara village and see what's going on.
Bro, we just had the sickest fucking Sethos and Cyanor cutscene, but you can't give us a fucking Dane Lumine cutscene!
Hey, look at those hilichurls over there.
They seem strangely calm.
Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so calm all of a sudden?
Maybe they're just hungry. Wait, I hear something. What?
In the New World, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Oh.
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now?
Someone's trying to implant memories, dude. It was someone's voice.
It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the hilichurls in some way?
Okay, I'm convinced that the person we're trying to find now is Caribert, and I have a feeling he is just, like, implanting memories with the Loom of Fate and also calming the hilichurls.
Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is happening anywhere else.
I'm convinced. Is it like... I just want to know if they're damageable. They're not.
Take it easy.
Looks like
You're welcome.
the same thing is happening over here too. The hilichurls are calm.
I had to test it for
You
science.
see, we're both still here. We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love.
Excuse you?
Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
It's that voice again. How's it feel to be invincible? Curse of immortality, am I right?
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered softly. Water. Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people. When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more.
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story. Well, now that the hilichurls have calmed down, Vimara village should be safe at least. Let's put the situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vimara village before it's too late.
Yeah, I guess we should. We should head back before it's too late. Vedafolnia is such a silly name, dude. I disagree. It reminds me of like a draconic language or something from like Skyrim. I like it. I like it. Vedafolnia. It's a cool name.
Grandpa Medea, is everyone alright? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
Yeah,
The
Norse.
Abyss Order?
Very Norse.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Thank you for your concern. But as far as I'm aware, it's been business as usual here in the village.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
What?
Huh?
You don't remember? Things just got even more complicated.
You know, the young guy from Vimara village. The one you've been looking for all this time. You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again.
Amadea, you're
At
not
least
making
right now,
much
I can't
sense.
seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to. Perhaps you should try asking someone else.
But how is that? All right. Thanks for your help, Grandpa Amadea.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief.
Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadea about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like that. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again?
It's too early to say. We should check with the others
You're
first.
right. We should narrow down the possibilities first. Let's go ask someone else then.
I'm not too sure on this one. Nabati, not you. You, Baram, you gotta remember. You were very eager to solve this shit too.
Someone's gone missing?
Fuck.
Who?
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Who?
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said,
Do you remember the name?
then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing?
Tell us the name. Do you know where he went?
Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
Bro, ask the name. What are you doing? What?
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he just saw him?
He doesn't know?
Maybe
How do
it's
we
not
know
that
when the
there's
memories have
something
changed
wrong with
again?
people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
I doubt returning to the past would be that simple. Given everything Dave mentioned about disturbances with the ley lines, I'd say it's far more likely this is related to the memories in some way. They didn't know his name, chat, but how do we know that now that the memories have been altered again, or were in the past before the memories have been altered? We should have just asked the name. I don't know why we didn't. I need to think carefully what's really going on. Oh, fucking hell. What's really going on?
Right. Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in someone else's memory.
Really?
Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all.
Okay. So when did we enter this memory, though? After the Dane stuff, or probably after the Dane stuff? This is our chance to find him.
Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time, and we don't even know whose memory this is.
Let's go through what we know so far.
Good idea. That'll help us narrow things down. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to
implant memories into the minds of others.
Right! That! Can we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
Implanting memories into the minds of others must be an imperfect process. There's no way the new memories could perfectly blend in with the old ones. There has to be some kind of tell. Oh. We can find out by going through 168 cycles like a samsara. Oh god.
No.
It's this one then.
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit. That must mean time isn't passing.
We knew that anyway, though. We knew that from the girl by the tree.
That's the tell of the fake memories.
Okay. Yeah.
The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off. Like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
If you consider this in conjunction with what we already know, then the question of whose memory this is seems to have an obvious answer. It'd be a tosser.
The color of the sky coincides with the moment in time she described.
I'm pretty sure Atossa has the most logic behind it.
Oh, right! That's exactly what Atossa described!
Come to think of it,
Yeah.
every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk. Just like right now.
Yup.
Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely Atossa's memory.
Let's go to the tree.
Yeah, that's where they'll be.
That rhymed. It's always a tree. What the fuck? That's... Fuck, I can't zoom in. Never seen this person before, I don't think.
So,
Is this Caribert?
Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't. You could also just...
You do have that Camria Clothar drip, dude.
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman.
Camria on
You meet
100%.
many amazing people and live a very happy life.
Very
And you
Kaya-esque,
someone
guys.
like me.
Oh.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Yo. Nice earring, too. We finally found it, but why does it look kind of familiar?
Oh, right. This version of Atossa hasn't met us yet.
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me.
Okay. My mind feels like it's getting fucked right now. Could this be... This couldn't be Clothar, right? And Caribert's mum years ago? I doubt it. I doubt it.
So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atossa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
I feel like this has to be Caribert.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay.
Somehow.
I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you some other time.
Yo. Look, very
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
I really like his voice, by the way. You're... Oh, it's Caribert, dude. That was the hanky from his mother, I think. Factor in the memories, the Abyss Order, the Loom of Fate, and everything else. I need to think of one person that can connect all of this together. Pretty sure this is Caribert.
You're Caribert Alberic.
Oh. You know me?
Damn, dude.
That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw the me from back then.
Mm-hmm.
This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her, but I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
I don't know why. I really like his voice. Oh god. Did he just fucking domain expansion my ass? What? To BranOnline from Dainsleif. If you want to have a fun time, call me on this number. Interesting. That's a... On stream? I mean... Should I chat? Wait. Oh, what the hell? Hey! Hey, oh! The proof of existence. This looks familiar. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yo, this is fucking beautiful, dude. Wait, what did that wording say in the Teyvat alphabet stuff? Farewell, Atosa. I apologize for making you know me unwillingly. Still, I don't want you to forget me. Oh, man, what the fuck? Yo, Caribert. Talk to me. This is beautiful, dude. It's always a damn tree. What is this place?
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world, after all. As you well know.
You look quite exhausted.
It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this. And now, the time has finally arrived.
This is a rare opportunity for me as well. I should try to learn as much information from Caribert as I can. What's the Loom of Fate? Yeah, I want to know that instead of what happened to you. I'm sorry, listen, it'd be very cool to know what happened to you, but Loom of Fate, way more important.
Extreme sorrow and pain.
Oh.
Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension.
Oh.
Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the Loom of Fate. But despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the Loom of Fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the Loom of Fate.
I'm in the Loom of Fate? Caribert is dead. That's why he no longer exists outside of people's memories.
As for your question, the Loom of Fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines.
Oh, God. That's big. Weaving ley lines?
In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own.
So let me guess, it is going to end up getting stronger and stronger, have the power to weave real ley lines. Real ley lines are going to be weaved, which is probably going to be the Caribert chapter of the story. And then in the final chapter, the final act, we are going to reweave the Loom of Fate, like Dane says.
Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories.
Which we will then gain because we can reweave the Loom of Fate.
But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world.
Which is terrifying. So that was the source of your ability to implant memories?
Yes. I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life.
So the memories that suddenly appeared in Dane's mind were implanted by Caribert through the half-finished Loom of Fate. That makes sense, but I'm still lost as to why he went so far as to introduce himself to all the residents of Vimara village. Yeah, why did you do that?
That. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well.
But why did you?
I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world. As if I had a chance at life.
Oh, that is kind of fucked up. Oh god. He is basically a fucking test subject from the very beginning, right? He was born with the curse of immortality, the hilichurls stuff, and then instantly became the Loom of Fate and died. Didn't have a chance at a normal, not even human life, but just life in general. That is fucking tragic. Oh, I would have never guessed. Me either, to be fair. But is there any kind of meaning to this? Does only existing in people's memories really count as living?
I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless? But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me.
Oh, and people loved him too, dude. He was such a fucking nice guy. Go away.
Chief Amadia, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa.
Also, did that just say Edge? Who the fuck uses Edge? Oh, that was the little dolls, dude. Oh.
What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village.
Oh.
I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life. Even if
I saw him.
Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid.
Not really. I get it. I definitely get it.
My life ended a long time ago.
Ugh.
Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance.
Better looking than your father.
Version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up.
Oh, in the end, this all stems from the tragedy that occurred in Caribert back then. Jesus Christ, dude. You know, everyone's looking for you.
I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But, well, that's not possible for me.
Okay, this is very sad. Let me brighten the mood up a little bit. At least we can get Caribert in the interactive map videos that Mujin does, right? Surely that's the next best thing. As I understand it, even though you only appeared in their memories, your existence was a great comfort to them. They all believe you once lived among them.
I know.
Well, now that I've found you, let's continue this conversation some other time. Dame might still need my help.
Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. things should already be settled on his end.
Let me go meet him. What do you mean by settled?
Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The loom fate has already been completed.
What does that mean? What does that mean? The loom of fate is already complete. That means the eye of the first field tiller must have fallen into the hands of the abyss. Could something have happened to Dane? Did Lumine do something to fucking Dane?
No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine.
Oh.
The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning.
Do you have the... Wait, what?
Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he?
Where was he? That... What? It's a pretty big eye. Did you see the screenshot? Impressive.
His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the princess.
My sister!
He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location.
Oh.
That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan.
But they never handed the eye to me. Unless he did, and we had those memories. No.
That's right. Because in his mind, he had given it to you already.
You made him think that he already did? Wait. What?
Before you two entered that false location.
Why?
Traveler, wait.
Oh, that's what that was. Oh, the glitches. What does that mean? Even in the beginning with those weird, like, I will have vengeance memories were implanted in as well, maybe? Oh,
We've
God.
no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Oh, God. When Dane froze up, then it's because he had a false memory that was being implanted into his mind. No wonder.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye.
But why?
Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye.
Oh, Dane had the eye this whole time until the Abyss Order took it away. I'm not sure there's anything we could have done. Now that the Loom of Fate's complete, what are you planning on doing with it?
I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the princess is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture.
Yet you just helped somebody, you have no idea what they're gonna fucking do with it. It's like handing a fucking weapon of mass destruction to someone that's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. Brother, listen, Caribert, I feel bad for you, but that's dumb as fuck. You stupid as fucking shit for that. Literal negative IQ for that shit.
In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved.
Selfish.
You remember my father, don't you?
Yeah.
Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory. After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form, I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish.
I understand that.
To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster.
To be fair, Caribert is like 8. Okay, but let's be honest. He's clearly not the emotional maturity of an 8-year-old. With the way that he's fucking talking to us right now. Let's keep that real with each other.
That story managed to dispel my fears. Even if just for a moment.
It's not a good excuse.
My goal was simple. To use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest.
I understand his reasoning. I just think it's very selfish and silly when you look at the bigger fucking picture, and he clearly knows how powerful and what the Loom of Fate can do. That's what I think, at least right now.
To implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls.
Literally the opposite of selfish? Sure. I don't see how you can see that, but sure. You're entitled to your opinion too.
In that memory, I would tell them a story. Just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love.
I didn't even click anything. I just skipped. Am I on auto? No, I'm not. The thing that caused the hilichurls to calm down back then was Caribert's story. So that was his goal. That was the only thing he wanted. He had a device as powerful as the Loom of Fate at his disposal, and all he wanted to do with it was offer the hilichurls a moment of comfort and peace.
I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer.
He's not selfish? Okay, chat, listen. Let me keep this 100% real with you with where I stand right now. That one act with the Loom of Fate to make the hilichurls feel a little moment of clarity is not selfish at all. Okay? It's not selfish at all. Handing said Loom of Fate over to someone who he does not know what they're gonna do with it when it is literally can possibly be used as a huge fucking weapon to change the course of the world is fucking dumb. And pretty selfish because he used it for his own personal needs and then gave it away to somebody who doesn't know what's gonna do with it. That's my take. I feel like that's pretty fucking accurate, and I still like this character. One meaning for that doesn't outweigh a huge fucking blunder. It just doesn't. There's no reason to defend him. I think that's what this character is supposed to be. Kind of like a gray area, which is fine. I think it was very meaningful indeed.
All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
He never owned the Loom of Fate anyway. He implanted a memory in Dane's mind so that the fucking Abyss Order could get the Eye of the Field Tiller to control the Loom of Fate. It's the same shit. No matter how you spin it, it's the same shit. Goodbye though, Caribert. You will be missed. You are very fucking cool. Oh god. He's gonna disappear. He's going. Are you gonna turn into some of the butterflies? Oh no. Damn.
Looks like I was too late.
A Tosa?
Caribert one last time.
Oh, Lumine, what the hell? Fuck you, Hoyoverse! No!
And this space will soon disappear along with it.
Fuck you.
Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible.
Twice in a year?
Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too.
You're fucked up for that.
Well, how about a conversation?
Oh, dude, that was about to be such an emotional moment. She just walked through us. Oh.
The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree?
I almost can't believe it's real, because it's not. I guess it kind of... Oh, this is so weird, dude, because it kind of is real, but at the same time, it's not.
That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean.
Yeah, I gathered. Maybe if we do play Lumine's side, we'll get the same kind of story chat, and we'll have to fight Paimon.
I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me.
Because... I don't think everything is as Lumine thinks it is.
Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years.
What are you going to do with the Loom of Fate?
The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time.
I think that's the problem. Dane has said if she still keeps confided with Vetafolnia or whatever, then things are going to turn out pretty fucking badly.
Before the heavenly principles awaken.
Okay, now you're talking. They're still asleep?
Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria. There's been no sign of activity.
Really? Even after Nuvi? Really?
Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Yes?
Yeah, that's why I'm Really? That had no effect on them at all in terms of waking up?
Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation. However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it.
Okay. You really hate the Heavenly Principles, don't you?
You could say that. Just look at Caribert. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a hilichurl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist?
Yeah, she's right.
Of course, that's only one example.
She is right.
My feelings about the Heavenly Principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words. Ether?
Oh, man.
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand.
Where are you? I'm trying to think what this question could be.
Why?
Oh.
Why can't we continue our journey together?
She's got to know this because she's been through the journey once before. Wait. Okay, I hate to be that guy. I hate to be this guy. But if Caribert's not the Loom of Fate, what if Lumine is? What if she can only exist in our memories? That's why we only see her in situations like this and also in dreams and in memories that were implanted. She's already been through the world once. We're going through it again to reweave the threads of the Loom of Fate. What if...
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the End.
Uh-oh.
Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me. Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean...
I miss you too, Ether. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own brother.
God. Uh-oh.
What's going on?
Place is crumbling down.
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, There's something else you should know about this space.
Oh, fuck off.
With Caribert gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here.
What's the point?
Everything in space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
Wait, so even everything Caribert told us, just gone? Or just since Caribert was gone? This is so convoluted now.
Still so sleepy. Paimon's head feels all fuzzy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here. Oh, and Dane came by just now. It looked like he was injured.
Oh god.
He didn't say anything though. Just made sure that you were alright and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya.
Never changes, does he?
Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Caribert. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right?
Mm-hmm.
And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened.
Caribert and I talked for a while. He told me about the Loom of Fate. Okay, so it was only stuff after Caribert that we don't remember at all.
Wait, really? What a score!
Okay, that's okay. I guess our commission's complete then. The missing villager, the person who only existed in people's memories, was Caribert all along. But now that he's gone, I'm not sure how to explain things to the villagers.
Well, what happened after that?
Can't seem to remember. Maybe I'm just tired. I feel like something else happened, but why can't I remember? I'm not sure why, but it almost feels like I lost something.
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Lumine took my sword.
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday.
Oh, God.
It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurers. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. It looked like quite a happy family, apparently. And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long.
Oh, man. So that's how Caribert said his goodbyes. That was the last memory he gave them.
Oh, and we also remembered his name, Caribert. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner.
Interesting that he actually told them his real name. Curious if that would have any implications anywhere. It is a unique name. Make sure you remember it this time.
Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is. And we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
He's dead, Barum.
Seems like everyone thinks Caribert left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now.
Caribert's gone. The Loom of Fate is now complete, and no one else will try to change the villagers' memories.
Paimon wonders how Atosa's doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered like everyone else, we can tell her what happened. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so she's probably at the tree. Come on, let's go talk to her.
Okay, let's go talk to her. I'll leave my thoughts for the very end of the quest, but I do want to say one thing real quick, chat. Natlan was always my most looked forward to nation from watching the Teyvat chapter storyline preview. However, I think Camriar might actually be creeping up there now with all these Dane quests, dude. The little Camriar chapter that flashes up. I really do. Oh, God.
Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you.
For...
I was part of the search party, so I remembered what happened to Caribert now. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important.
What the fuck? Okay, illusion of choice anyway, but I ain't gonna say number one. I'm sure he wouldn't want you to forget him.
It's funny, but I have this feeling he told me the same thing. I just can't seem to remember when. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. As long as I hold on to our time together, he'll always be a part of my life. I'm just happy I got to meet him.
Aww.
So, who cares what happens in the future, right?
Nah, you care. You can admit that you care. It's fucked up. It's pretty fucking sad.
Okay, I'll admit.
Yeah.
I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped, wasn't I?
Well, he died, so...
Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye?
I'm sure he had his reasons.
You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay. It's just like Caribert said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious.
Yeah, but sometimes you overcome enough, you know, and you don't need to overcome anymore.
Maybe he'll come back and see me one day. Anyway,
if he has a
thanks for all your
heart.
hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something, so I should head back. Goodbye.
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now.
Well, where's Dane?
Right. Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Caribert?
We said we don't fucking remember. Feels like there's something in my pocket. Is it going to be a flower?
A picture?
Oh.
Where'd that come from? Let Paimon see.
What the fuck? How in the logistics did this fucking work? On his way out, did Caribert go pick up the camera out of my back pocket, snap a picture, half fade in, and what the hell? You must get along with each other, the two of you. I have to read that. Does that actually make sense? A precious group photo that has surpassed the rules somehow. Okay, I was gonna say, being taken by some unknown person using unknown means in a space that should no longer exist. What the fuck, dude? Interesting. That's pretty cool, dude. That's pretty cool. It was the loom of fate. Oh, wait, can we see the dolls? Surprised I don't get the dolls for like the teapot or something. That is so cute though, dude. That is so cute. That was one of the better Dane quests in my opinion. I do think it was still maybe a little short. That was like what, an hour and 40 minutes, but the pacing was great. It was lore drop after lore drop all the way through about stuff that we knew. It had more answers than questions for once. Fucking hell, dude. That's like one of the only times I think the Dane quests have given us more answers than questions. I still think, although it gives you something to look forward to, leaving it a whole year between these quests, I won't be angry if they keep it that way because I'm kind of used to it now. But I do feel like once every 6 months would genuinely be better. I feel like a lot of people are going to have forgotten who fucking Caribert was. Not the people who super heavily pay attention to the lore, but like the casual player base. No, it gave us new stuff too. It did, but I'm saying it gave us more answers than questions, unlike previous quests. I'm not saying it didn't give us any questions. That would be a ridiculous statement to make. But yeah, this is great, dude. This was great. Was Caribert a year ago? Time flies. It was, yeah.